Hi, so in today's video I am going to show you how we can do an inexpensive backdrop or background for your YouTube videos. This is a pretty simple process and it is pretty inexpensive. The first thing you would need are, so with this one behind me we have two of these Tri-Fold boards stacked on top of each other. But if you don't want your video to be zoomed in on you so much and you want some more space to move around, I would suggest getting four. So you can stack them on top of each other and then have them side by side. The next thing you would need is some duct tape. Any color is fine because this is just going to be for the back. And then some clear tape for the front because we'll be doing just a strip across the front as well. Don't forget your scissors and something that you can use, dowel rods or maybe some rulers for the back just to offer some support. So I am using rulers, so I got 4 for each set. So we'll need 4 for 2 boards or 8 for the 4 boards. You can find these at Target for about 25 cents, so not too bad. I got some lights from Ikea. So these, which I know you can't see right now because they are tiny, but these are just some tiny little LED lights. So when you put the cloth over the board, they'll offer some twinkly lights in the background. It kind of softens it, gives it something to look at and some more, a little less bland in the background. So being that it is getting closer to fall time, they did have some fall lights as well. So this is a fun thing. So like if you have a white backdrop as well, then you can put these guys in the background and they do show you different colors. And then for the next thing, we would just need a fabric, so something that's pretty sheer that you can place over the board so you can see those lights in the background. I, again, got this one from Ikea. It came in a 2-pack, which worked out pretty well. They are curtains, curtains just for over your windows, but they work pretty well, so you get 2. These were a little pricier at $25 for the pair, but something discovered from Wal-Mart as well, you can get from the grab and go section, there's some assorted fabric, so like they have 5 yards for $5, so you can get different colors. You don't just have to get the white, so it is pretty sheer as well, so you'll be able to see the lights up above. So you can get one like that. I got this little soft blue, and I know if it might be too much fabric just for the one, you can cut it and then use it for both boards, or even if you still have too much, I mean $5 for your backdrop is not too bad. And then another one that is just this soft white as well. You could even layer some, so if you had, say, the teal over the board, maybe put the lights over that one, and then you could put the sheer white over that, gives it a layered look. And then just, if you did need some cheap, inexpensive lighting, because I know that can add up fast, like even on Amazon, the cheapest ones I can find are around the $100 mark, and if you're just starting out like me and you want something that's not going to break the bank in case this doesn't work out, or just to get started, I did get this lamp from Target. It was about $15, and then the light bulbs I got from Ikea as well because they were about 99 cents to $2 a piece. And being that they have those bendable points of light, you can, like I didn't have them all facing forward towards you. I have tried it out and it actually works pretty well. So, for now, I think that would be a good starting point. So at least you have, something you can have in your background and lighting that will help the quality of your videos. So yeah, now we'll just jump in on how we can get this put together. Okay, so when we're getting them put together so they can be stacked, the first thing you would want to do is lay them both flat on the ground and make sure that where the boards fold are completely lined up to each other. Then we would take our duct tape, and you don't want to go all the way across, because if you did, it would only be able to stand straight up and that it wouldn't stay. You would have to lean it up against the wall. So we're going to do it section by section to make sure that we can still hold it. So the first one is just going to do, and then once it gets to the end, just so make sure we don't see any of that other color on the other side, we're just going to cut it at the same length as the board. Okay, and then now that that section's done, we can go ahead and come over here to the next section, while making sure that we're not moving it away from each other. And then we did with that other side, just make sure we cut it before it overlaps on that crease. Doesn't look the prettiest, but it gets the job done. Okay, so again, just going to do the same thing on this side. And this is where the rulers are going to come into play. You'll want to put one right here over where the board meets. And then we can do two in the middle to offer some more support. And then we'll do one more on that side. So I just do two pieces to start out with. So one on the bottom and one on the top. To make sure, what I did with the other board, just to make sure that you do have some added support, I did one across the middle as well. And then now we just continue. So I will check back in once we have all that tape done. Okay, so this is what the back will look like as the finished product. So the reason why we did that is so we can still bend it. You can still have it slightly adjusted so it can stand up straight on its own. And that way, when you're done with it, you can fold it and put it in your closet or something like that. So with the front, I realized after one portion that I was out of tape. So just make sure you have tape. But now with that, we can move on to things like lights. So for the lights, we would just drape them on top. So the fall ones we have are battery operated. This one is something that needs to be plugged into the wall. So you can go for either one. I guess the battery operated ones would be a little more convenient so you can bring it anywhere. You can use some binder clips or things like that to keep them positioned how you would like. But the idea is just to have them draped across the top. So, I mean, that's not perfect, but that's just a rough idea of what we were going for. And then that binder clips would probably be a good idea. So like that other one, then we would take our cloth, and you might want to fold it, or I'm sorry, you might, since it does come folded and you can probably see those lines in there, you might want to iron it, but then you would just simply scrape over the top. And you can have them overlapping together, and you can just do something like that, but I mean, yeah. So I'll go ahead and put the fall lights I have, since those are battery operated, so you guys can get an idea of what it looks like plugged in. So we'll be right back with that.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a general idea of what the finished product can look like. Again, like I mentioned, since these did come out of a bag and they were folded pretty tightly, I would probably just iron over it once so you don't see the folds in them, unless you don't mind that. This is just what one layer of the fall string lights came down to. I didn't use any binder clips yet, so you can just clip them to the side so you can make them, you know, go straight across and double layer them. I might add an extra layer of light if I wanted to keep it like this, just to make sure I'm filling in the gaps. Yeah, so with this, you can also just use command hooks if you didn't want to use binder clips. You can just put one on each fold and they can just go over that as well. So, you know, with the lights, all of this, the boards being $3.99 each, which if you don't go to Target like I did, that's probably where they're priced the most reasonably. The Dollar Tree does have some. They are a bit smaller though, so if you didn't care about it being so wide and you wanted it for more of a up-close aesthetic, that could work too. You just might need 3 boards instead of just the 2 with these, since they are a bit smaller. Yeah, and again, I do just want to mention that the fabrics at Walmart, you know, these were $5 for 5 yards. They do have some clearance as well. So like this one is 7 yards and I got it for $4. So that is a great place to go. They are pretty sheer still too. So if you didn't want to spend the $25 on the curtains, you don't have to. There is this option as well. So just to compare the two, because you know, when I was looking on Amazon, on different websites, I could only find lights and backdrops and things like that for like $100, $130 at a minimum. So just to compare the two, because if you're like me and you're starting out and you don't have that money to spend as an investment right now, just in case things don't work out, or just because it is a lot of money to put down when you're not making any revenue yet. So with the backdrops, $3.99 each. If you only wanted the 2 boards, it's about $35. So the lights being $5, the backdrops for $4 each, you know, the $5 for the fabric, and then a $15 lamp. So, and then if you did decide you wanted to do 4 boards, you don't have to buy the lamps again, so that's about $20. So you could have both, have their whole setup for $55, and that's less than half the price of what they're selling on Amazon. That's something you could always get in the future, but it is really nice that you can change these fabrics, and places like Michael's will always have an online coupon of like 50% off or 40% off of a full price item. So you can get different lights, like for any holidays, you can buy them at the end of season sale. So sometimes it gets up to 90% off. So say Christmas time, hey, you want to buy some colorful lights for next year, or if you can use them again later. Sometimes they are those clear lights too. So you can always just keep an eye out for sales and modify it, but it is a pretty affordable and inexpensive way to at least get your, dip your toes in the water and get started. Yeah, so if you guys if this video has helped at all, if it's something that you want to use or try moving forward, just leave a comment down below. I'd love to get some feedback, see what you guys think, and let me know how yours has gone if you do start one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.